We're going to start right now. Every 10 minutes, you're going to get to vote somebody out of the room. So start making those little strategic alliances. Start backstabbing each other. Some of you are probably thinking, start. Now, of course, I do not want to talk about survival. To me, survival is a lousy goal, and a goal that too many of us are opting for. I want to talk about the opposite of that, how we can create the kind of work environment, how we can create the kind of volunteer environment where people want to come to your island, where people don't want to get voted off the island, they want to get voted onto your island. How many of you would like to go into work tomorrow knowing that you are going to have at least a little bit more of this? And more importantly, how many of you at the end of your workday, at the end of a brutal, grueling workday, how many of you would like to come through your front door and leap through your front door and say, honey, I'm home. And imagine the kind of workplace where when you wake up on a Monday morning, you are so excited about going into work, you hear this. Yes! It's Rocky! And when you hear the theme from Rocky, of course, you don't just get out of bed. No, you leap out of bed. You grab your spouse, you kiss your spouse. You run over here, you grab your dog, you kiss your dog. If you don't have a dog or a spouse, you kiss yourself. You find a way to do it. You go to the mirror, and you do the fun dance naked in front of the mirror. Now, are you laughing at the thought of me being Yes? You're so pumped thinking about your ideal, inspiring kind of workplace that you cartwheel into the shower, and in the shower, you sing your workplace theme song. How many people have a workplace theme song? What? Don't worry about it. You're making it up in the shower. You're making up your workplace theme song. You get out of the shower. You are so pumped, you don't dry off with a towel. You run around the house naked, air drying yourself. Too many people are waking up on a Monday morning, I think, looking a little too much like this. And when you wake up looking like this, and you wipe the drool off the pillow, you don't exactly hear the theme from Rocky, do you? And when you think about going to your volunteer organization, going to your workplace, you don't leap out of bed with the enthusiasm of that guy. No! You don't even do the fun dance naked in front of the mirror. You don't. You just sort of stagger into your bathroom, where you don't even bother with a shower, right? You're so stressed that you just give yourself a wet sponge bath using a few damp pieces of toilet paper. You get dressed into what you think of as your regulation prison wear, right? For the week, ties for the men and pantyhose for the women, and, well, some of the men. And I didn't mean to point at Punch. He was just sitting right there. And your first mission is to make it to Wednesday, because what is Wednesday? Hump day, yes, and you can see. I can turn this car around any time, ladies and gentlemen. And the pilot comes on with the taxiing announcement. And he sounds very, monotone at first. He says, yeah, this is Captain Bob up in the cockpit. We'll be taking off shortly. I don't sound very good, do I? I'll be right back. What do you mean you'll be right back? We're on a plane. We're about to take off. Where are you going? And he comes back on about 5 seconds later, and he does this impersonation of a monster truck rally announcer. So he comes on the PA, and he goes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Bob in your cockpit. We are going to be taking this baby up to 32,000 feet where the angels fly. And he does this like 3-minute amazing commentary. The whole plane broke out into applause when he was done. I mean, how many flights have you been on where people applaud the taxiing announcement? Then we get up on the plane and they have this contest, right? Where you have to pass the toilet paper over your head and you're racing the other aisle. So you have to get the toilet paper to the back of the plane, touch the back wall, pull it over the head of the successive rows. The winner gets let off the plane first. He's decided to embrace two values, just two values, trust and humor. And so he uses trust in all of his relationships with his customers, with his staff, and he uses humor in everything he does. His new slogan now is, "One night at Barney's will cure you from sleeping around." And he uses humor to deal with some of his challenges. Even when he had a tragedy last fall at the motel, he had a fire. An entire wing of his motel burnt down. This is horrible for a small business owner. But he was so committed to following that core value that while the fire was going on, flames shooting out of his building, fire trucks right there, he's over here changing the letters on his highway sign so that the sign says, "Great deal on non-smoking rooms." You reduce your blood pressure substantially after the laughter subsides. You increase the amount of oxygen going into your lungs, blood, and brain. In fact, 6 times the level of oxygen is thought to go into your brain. And trust me on this one, oxygen going to the brain in the workplace is a good thing. You increase something called salivary immunoglobulin A, which helps fight respiratory infections, and you increase the activity in your T killer cells, which boosts your immune system. One study found that after a really good laugh, your body cells are still chemically changed 24 hours later. 24 hours later, your body cells are still doing this. Party in the liver! Because that's where the party place would be, right? Some of you will figure that joke out on the drive home. Someone else figured out that laughter works faster on our bodies than either Valium or vodka. And Dr. William Fry, a pioneer in this research, he found out that just 20 or 30 seconds of good hearty laughter is about the same physical workout as about 3 minutes on a rowing machine. What would you rather do? You know what I do? Now that I know this information, I go down to the gym. I open up a big tub of ice cream, and I laugh at the people working out. And mentally, we know that a sense of humor is one of the most powerful stress busters for 3 reasons. First of all, a sense of humor truly is one of the best forms of mental floss ever invented. It just clears away all that debris, all that anxiety that floats around in your brain when you feel stressed, so that you can tackle your problems, your conflict with a customer or an employee with a clear and focused brain, right?
One simple little thing that I do to just practice finding the humor in day-to-day situations is I go looking for incongruous things. I go looking for unintentionally funny signs. Signs that aren't purposely funny, but unintentionally. I take pictures of them all over the place. For example, there's a sign at a gas station up near Hinton, right on the side of the road. It's a gas station and a restaurant, and they have this big sign that says, "Eat here and get gas." I don't think so. You go to places where you get your ears pierced, and they always have that same dorky sign, "Ears pierced while you wait." Is there some alternative? It's crazy. Burger King, for a while, had a slogan. I thought this was a little frightening. They had a slogan that said, at Burger King, we don't just serve burgers. We serve people. Kind of loses your appetite, right? And explains explains Hannibal Lecter in the dressing room. And my all-time favorite, shopping with Claudine. I'm a typical male. I don't have the shopping gene. I hate shopping, but on this particular day, I thought, ooh, I gotta enjoy my shopping. So we went down into the bay, downtown Calgary here, and they had a huge sign at the entrance to the bay that said, today only, bras half off.
We used to, as a way of breaking tension in meetings, we used to have the official Bonehead Award. And the bonehead would be lying there waiting for whoever said one of those idea-killing phrases, because if we want to create positive, creative, inspiring work environments, we've got to keep that kind of talk down to a minimum, right? All those things people say to prematurely shoot our ideas down, like, you know, we tried that in 1903. It didn't work in 1903. Not going to work now. And whoever said that, of course, had to wear the bonehead. And although I got tired of wearing it, and the last guiding light is look for the simple things that you can do on a day-to-day basis to contribute to a more positive, humor-filled work environment. The great news about this stuff is that when we look at what makes a really successful, inspiring workplace, it isn't always those huge, big things we do. In fact, usually what it turns out to be are those little things we do on a day-to-day basis.
And I'm not worried about when you have, you know, 1 or 2 days like this. In fact, I think healthy organizations, healthy volunteer organizations take care of people when they're having a bad day. But what I get worried about is when this turns into months and years, and you wake up one day and you realize, oh my God, I'm on the rat race. And you're just running, or maybe you're not on the rat race, maybe you're on the rut race. You're on the rut race, just doing the same old thing every day. And you know, occasionally your boss throws you a little piece of cheese. Oh, thanks, boss. But you're just running, you're putting in the time, and you're waiting for the end of the day so you can get off work and then do a little bit of this. And then you're back in the rat race and you're running, and you're waiting for the weekend. And then you're back in the rat race and you're running. Thanks, boss. And you go on holidays to do this, and then you're back on the rat race, and what are some people waiting for? Retirement, yes, retirement. I've met people, this is the saddest thing, I think. I've met people who are doing this. They're going, well, you know, my work kind of sucks. It's kind of like a 4-letter word, and they say it. You know these people, right? They say it like they're coughing up a hairball. I got to go into work. But it's not a bad thing, because I only have to do it another 47 years.
Oh, I love my job.
It's Monday! Monday morning! Yes! 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 It's Monday!